Bonjour! Today we're going to do things a little bit differently than we have been before. Instead of having writing that we will do in Google Docs, we're going to have some writing you're going to do in your notebook. And you're going to do this looking at some pictures. You're going to go to Flipgrid after you finish writing, and you're going to record yourself presenting your writing. Basically, you'll read it aloud from your notebook. I want to see if we can get used to speaking out loud for a period of time the way we usually do when we take a speaking test. Also, you're going to need practice. Therefore, you're going to need to practice it several times before recording it. So your French is smooth without hesitations or errors. You want to read a beautifully written set of paragraphs in your most beautiful French accent, which I know you all can do. So that means in that way today we're focusing on speaking, but we have to do some writing first so we have something to say. I'm not going to read your writing, but I am going to listen to you read it. So essentially it's the same information. It's the same French. We're going to write about 3 pictures. These 3 pictures are about one person. You're going to describe her as she went through the activities of her day. She goes and sees concerts, etc. This is in the past tense. Notice it says as she went through the activities of her day. It must be in the L form. So you're talking about she, you're not talking about yourself. And it has to be entirely in the past tense. You have to use ER, IR, RE, and irregular verbs in your writing. So make sure you get at least one of each of those in your writing. Make sure your past participle is correct. Make sure your helping verb is correct. There's one thing we have to not do. I'm telling you absolutely not to do. And that is do not say the word went in French because you don't know it. You haven't learned it. And the problem is its form is very different from the verbs you've learned in the past tense, and there's no way you're going to be able to get it right. So you can't say he went, she went, they went. Actually, we're only talking about she, so you can't say she went because we don't know it yet. What word can we not use in the past tense yet? What did I just say? Went, right? We're not talking about where she went. If you want to say she went somewhere, you can always use the verb marcher, which means walked, right? Elle a marché au supermarché. It's not perfect, but nothing's perfect, so we're just going to live that way. Don't say went. You're going to see 3 pictures one at a time. You're going to pause after each so you have time to write. And you're going to write 50 words for each paragraph, describing what happened in the picture. Remember, this is in the past tense. This is not happening now. This happened before. That's a change from last year. Here's our first picture. I'm going to leave it up here for you. I'd like you to pause. Write as much as you can about the train, right? There was a train. She took the train. She took the train to the stadium. What did she do there? She watched something. Did she get popcorn? She had to go buy a ticket first before she went into the game. Did she pay? La vendeuse, did she pay for it? That sort of thing. The second one is going to be she went and bought some popcorn, whatever, in the stadium. So you can talk about she bought popcorn, she bought a soda, she was hungry, she was thirsty. And then the last thing is that she saw a concert. So what did she see? What did she hear? Did she attend it? If you remember the verb for attend, she thought it was great. She liked it. It was super. She danced. She sang, that kind of thing. So we're going to go back, and I'm going to just give you about 10 seconds on each one, and I'll pause it, and then 10 seconds for the next one, and then we'll be done, and you can go and finish writing, look over your writing, and then go to Flipgrid and record. That is posted or on Classroom. So here we go. Picture 2. Picture 3. Okay, now we're going to go to Classroom to do the rest of our work. I appreciate you being here. Je vous aime beaucoup. À plus. Au revoir.